What's up, guys? Another video by Cool RC Mods. Today I got a mod for you on my Slash 4x4. I just came up with this because I could see that my focus this in, that my plastic hubs are starting to get rounded. And then what happens whenever they start to get rounded is not that tire, not that tire, this tire, that. And it kind of spins out and you don't use the tire anymore. So it's a real big pain in the butt. Because then you gotta buy a new $20 B-block. And if you're not running B-blocks, then you have to buy a $6 wheel. But you have to go through disassembling and getting that CA glue off, which is a pain in the butt. So, anyways, yeah, so I'm replacing these. Now, you guys know I've had a Axial XO. Most of you guys know, but there's some new people. Yeah, I had an Axial XO before my 4x4. It has these little steel, and the great thing about the steel ones is they don't round off. And I do not recommend buying this car. I'd rather have a Slash 4x4 any day. But anyways, so you take this off. So I'm going to go ahead and disassemble this real quick. So I'm just going to set this right up here so that you guys can see. Yeah, that looks good, I think. Let me check you guys out. Gotta focus it in. Alright. So, here you go. First thing you gotta do, and on the Slash 4x4, you need a flathead screwdriver. On the 4x4, it's really hard to pop off because, of course, it's a racing truck. It's meant for racing. So don't be afraid to pry at it. Right now, I'm just putting these in here, and the spare parts off the EXO into here, including bearings that might fall off. And I'll do that later because I gotta keep my videos under 10 minutes on my iPhone. Of course, I have to take all this off because I am, where did it go? Replacing these with RPM ones. Yeah, this is already RPM, but it's for a two-wheel drive Slash. That was just a little mod to hold me over until I could get the 4x4 ones, which are thicker. So, you gotta pop that off, take your pin out, and this little washer. The pin, I always just kind of clean off with my fingers. The washer too, which was clean. Now you go in here and unscrew that. This is easier to me than taking the hinge pin out and doing that. All that commotion. I don't like that wrench. And yes, I'm using stock Traxxas tools because I am broke right now and I cannot afford a tool set. Alright. And this one's already starting to round off. Traxxas tools suck. Alright. It's that there. You simply tilt that forward, pull that up and out, kind of clean that off. If you got some WD-40, squirt it. Make sure that this is flowing freely. Alright, which it is, because I just checked mine. Alright, push that out. Bearing falls out. Rub the bearing, get the stuff off the top. Push it out that way. Bearing falls out. Wipe it off, set it down. Alright, now you have to take the hinge pin out to change out the whole caster block. So, I mean, it's just a couple of things to change your rear hubs, which is really what I like about this truck. It's simple to get to the parts to replace and maintain. It's not a lot of work. Man, that's jammed in there. There we go. Alright, set this over here since it's not broken. Get that off. I'm using my bottom haul, which is what comes stock with. Also, I'm going to do a video on how to change your shock oil for the people that don't know. And while I'm talking about that and putting this in, you just kind of line it from this side on the back to and this side on the front. I'm going to talk about shock oils. Personally, the best shock oil I have found to be and last the longest and be the toughest in cold weather is Losi. Team Associated, it's good oil, and you get a lot for a cheap amount. But the extra buck for Losi, it really holds up in the cold good. And Traxxas shock oil is okay. I mean, it doesn't really It's not meant for racers. Low C is meant for racers, so that's where it comes down to. Racer parts are always going to be better than the basher parts. Now, maybe some basher parts will be better every once in a while, but usually it's going to be the other way around, because racers don't want stuff to fail when they're out there on the court, obviously, or course. Bashers, it's okay, but, you know, you're going to be hitting hard, so you don't want your parts to fail either. Crap, I need to put that drive shaft and my bearings back in. That's an embarrassment. Alright, glad I caught that. Simply push in, it goes quite a ways back. Push in there. Push back out if it gets cross pushed, I guess is what you'd call it. This one's being a butt. Where's my pliers? Sometimes straighten them out. Gotta just push on that one side that's not in right. There we go. Just like so. Put your axle back through. Pull that up. Start putting your screw back in. Hand twist start. Finish it up. Alright, twist, twist. You guys don't want to watch this. So let's go over this truck a little bit. I do recommend putting on the RPM hubs all the way around. Aluminum's expensive and heavy, and it bends instead of absorbs or breaks. These RPM parts really absorb more than break, because they got nylon in them, which is a really good substance. So, I mean, they hardly ever break. They have a lifetime warranty, I think. Check an RPM site for that. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm down with buying $10 for a part. It's no big deal. I'm not gonna wait 6 weeks on the free part. That's a pain in the butt. Right, so I'm not using that hub anymore. So I gotta take the one off the EXO. Using a 1.5 wrench. That's what I like about the axial ones, because Traxxas ones just sit on there freely and they can come off if your wheel falls off or something. The axial ones have a grub screw in them, which is really a nice feature. And this one is like being a butt. Yeah, this one's messed up. Oh, I hate axial. I'm an axial hater, guys, officially. It's been a pain in the butt for me. All their RCs have, except for the Wraith and those, but you'd still even run into problems with those, I think. I mean, it's like with the EXO, they just needed an RC out in the market. Alright, so this drill bit worked really good. I mean, a little bit bigger would have helped. I'm going to read the size off to you guys. It is a 91 thirds, or 3/16, my bad, reading it backwards. And with this, you really need to just crank down hard on this chuck, because, yeah, alright, so get that right there, because if you hold this in your hands, you will drill through and hit your hands, and it hurts. I think logically. Alright, hold that, since it is a hub, it's meant for torque. Put some pliers on it. Don't try to finger hold this, because it could break your fingers if it gets caught up. And I hate these pliers, because they never grab right. Alright. Alright, now, with this drill bit, there's going to be a little rim that's going to prevent you, since the Traxxas shaft is bigger. So what you're going to do is you're just going to put this in. Make sure your speed's on 2 and bit, and kind of, whoa. You do not have to hold it with pliers here. It's safe to pretty much, unless that, just don't hold it tight, otherwise it will hurt. Just kind of take it and do an oval around and work that thing out. I don't like this one. I know what it is. I know. It's that grub screw grabbing. Be sure that your grub screw's almost all the way out. Okay. Kind of work in a motion like this around it, so that you don't make a gap on one side. And the way that you'll be able to tell is, let me grab my iPhone real quick. Focus this in. Can't find the camera. There's the camera. Come on, focus. Alright, see that little silver ring way back underneath? The whole thing will turn silver whenever you eliminate that edge. Because then it'll be rubbing on the whole thing. So be sure to pull out and check every once in a while. So let me put my iPhone back up on docking here. There we go. Take this. Alright, mine's starting to hit all of it, so I'm just going to keep going just a little bit more. And there you go, guys. Alright, put your washer on. Nothing changes in the setup. Your little pin stays the same. Got dirty down there. Crap. I got it. Alright. Alright, slide that pin through. Put that on, make sure it fits. Might have to turn it a little bit. And you might have to go back and drill some more, actually. Yeah, I see a gap I'm catching on. Alright. Alright, so a little bit more drilling. That's good with me. Alright, and that gap is gone. So now this should just slide on nice and smoothly. Might have to gotta drill a little bit more. I don't want it to be that stiff. Because after grime and stuff gets in there, it'll really be... That is getting hot. Okay. Yeah, just kind of wiggle it on. Take your 1.5mm wrench. Turn the grub screw till it's tight. Then go down here. Tighten it up. Alright guys, and that's how you officially do that mod. So I'm going to do another video right after this on how to change out your shock oil and maintain your shocks. Alright, so this is Cool RC Mods saying peace.